ain't something we would do. Tell me, am I someone you would choose? Overthinking lately. I'll be yours until you're bored. When I leave, you feel ignored. 'Cause now I'm saying sorry. We haven't made mistakes, yeah, you anticipate them. You always run away. Are you insinuating that we don't feel the same, that we don't resonate? Feels like we're going in circles again, yeah. Would you like to be by my side? We could go anywhere. I could treat you right. Love me like I'm the only guy for you. 'Cause if it's love that you want, then baby, we won't lose. We're in this together, me and you.
Yo, what's going on? If you're with us in the chat, happy Thursday. Make sure if you want to get your submissions in that you use our new submission form. And if you want to skip the queue, all of that goes through Nero now. So if you're in the chat, just make sure you're using the right tools. Young Exile, thanks for the follow. See Without Shore, thanks for the new follow. Shout out to our new followers, Freak1MJR the rapper, and Cryptria as well. It's nice to have you all. Welcome to the community. We're going to get started here very shortly. Let me know if everything sounds okay, if everything's working. And if you want to submit your music, again, just make sure you hit exclamation mark submit in the chat. It does look like we have a little bit of a lighter queue than usual today, so make sure you're submitting your music because we're definitely going to get into some free bumps from the community and from the chat. Probably a little bit sooner in the stream than usual. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out with us on Twitch. We're live right now. Twitch.tv/KayvanMD. We'll be live for the next 2 hours listening to your music, giving feedback as a community. If you're in the chat here or on Twitch right now, say what's up. Let us know where you're watching from. And let us know what you've been up to this week. What are you doing? We're going to turn the camera on very shortly, but we're going to give our community members just a little bit more time to get in here. Right now, you are listening to the Best of Twitch 2024 playlist, which is a compilation of 50 of my favorite songs that we found on stream last year. We playlisted over 700 songs throughout the year, and it took me 2 fucking months to get it down from 700 to 50. So keep your eyes open for that. We'll be dropping our Best of 2024 playlist and content next week. So just keep your eyes open for that. Mick Mason, what's going on? Welcome back to the chat. Happy Thursday. If you're in the chat right now, say what's up. You need to submit your music. Make sure you submit your music using the link in the chat. That should take you to our... Oh shit, that's totally taking you to the wrong one. Okay, don't use that link. Don't use that link that's in the chat right now. I very quickly need to fix it. I knew I forgot something today. That's what it was. 1 second, guys. Don't use that submission form. Don't use that submission form. Don't use that submission form. Correct one is going in there now. Sorry, guys. Whoops. Don Boots, what's up? Welcome back to the chat. Okay. If you need to submit your music, use this link that's in the chat. That is going to take you to the correct one. Whoopsie. Poopsie. What's going on? Happy Thursday. I had to quickly fix that in my Nightbot, but it's going to take you to the correct thing now. Got about 28 submissions to get through so far with a queue. A skip queue of, I want to say like 6 or 7 at the moment. Yeah, 7 in the skip queue. So if you are in the chat, you want to submit, just make sure you hit exclamation mark submit. That is the correct submission form now. And if you want to skip the queue, $5 for a paid skip, but you can do whatever you want. It's, you know, if you want to skip more higher up the thing, you can do that as well. Scumbag World, what's going on? Welcome in for the first time. If you are just joining us, welcome in. I'm going to give you a full rundown of who I am, what I do, and what this is as well very shortly. But in the meantime, if you have not submitted, make sure you submit your music. Make sure you go follow us on Kayvan's house. And also make sure you join the Discord if you haven't. Lots of cool things that are happening in our community. You guys are going to see some movement in the Discord very, very soon. We're going to do a couple cool things. One, today. Slater, that's totally fine, bro. I understand. If you're in the studio, I can definitely understand that. Put us on! Put us on in the studio. No, I'm just playing. You don't have to do that. But we are going to get into some cool music tonight. If you've submitted your music already, good job. Well done. If you haven't submitted your music already, make sure you use this link that I just put in the chat for you. We're going to get started very soon. As you can see, we got 7 in our paid skip queue right now. Starting with Femi, Datboy Key, and D Bells. So if you are in the chat, you want to submit your music, we've got a pretty light queue tonight. Only 30 submissions. We should get through maybe all of those. Feel free to submit multiple songs if you want. You can do as many skips as you want. That's totally up to you. Every 5 priority subscribers, or 5 paid skips. I gotta reprogram my brain because we recently changed. But every 5 paid skips will bump somebody up from the submission form for free using this spinning wheel, which is currently set to pick our next 2 finalists for the free consultation giveaway. Sorry guys, I am not doing a good job at speaking today, and it's just like that sometimes in here. So it is what it is. Expect mistakes. So we're gonna pull our 2 more finalists for the free consultation today. And if you didn't know how to enter for that, and you didn't know what it was, and you didn't even know we were doing a free consultation giveaway, every 1,000 followers that we hit on the Kayvan's House page on Instagram, I will give away a free 30-minute consultation with myself, with the artist. And if you don't know why you should give a shit about that, I've been working in the music industry for like 11, 12 years, and I've done a lot of different things. I've been working at Genius for the last 8 years of my career, doing everything from the verified interviews, deconstructed, content strategy, live events, branded content. I manage artists. I've generated probably about 80 million streams for independent artists through my work. And then on the content side of things, over 750 million views on YouTube content that I've either worked on, booked, interviewed, or been a part of. So, gonna toot my own horn a little bit. I have got experience in the music industry, and that's what I've been doing for a long time. So every 1,000 followers, I give away a free 30-minute consultation, which I do usually charge for. Well, you guys can just talk to me about whatever you want, ask me whatever questions you want. And so that is a big part of what we're doing here, is just building this community around independent and emerging artists and trying to figure out how I can give as much value and bring as much value to you guys as possible. So in the Discord, we'll start doing some cool events. We're going to start having some Q&As with artists, with industry people, to come in and answer your questions in there as well. So make sure you join the Discord if you haven't. Those will all be free events. I'm going to kick that off with a free like 30-minute Q&A session with me, where you guys can ask me whatever questions you want, so keep your eyes open for that as well. And if you're not following us on Kayvan's House, I guarantee you that you are missing out on a bunch of really cool free opportunities, like today when I just posted a new songs we found in the comments content piece, which is a playlist that I update every single week with independent and emerging artists, music that is purely just picked off of the stuff that you leave in the comments. I listen to those songs every single week myself. It's not me handing it off to somebody else to do that work. I'm listening to those songs. So don't DM me your music. Go comment on the fucking content, and I will be listening to and saving those songs in the playlist as well, all right? Turkeys, thank you so much. That was a lot of talking. I got thirsty already. Cheers. So, what do we do here? I talked about all this shit that I do at my job and all the results that I've gotten. But what do we do here, and what's the point? So for everybody who's new, maybe you don't know. For everybody who's been here for a while, you guys definitely know what we do here. But for all the newbies, my name's Kayvan. I'm the director of A&R at Genius Distro. I've been at Genius for the last 7-8 years of my life, like I said. So I started there around 500K subscribers on YouTube, helped us get to about the 11 million that we're at now. You know, I did verified interviews, like 400 or 500 interviews probably in my first 2 years. I booked artists for the content. I helped launch series. I've done branded content. I've done live events. I've booked artists for live events. And I've been managing artists for the last 10 years as well. I've been a blogger. I've been a musician. I played music. I'm a producer. I'm a classically trained violinist. So I do a lot of different things, but music has been my life for the last 15 years of not only my career, but just everything else that I do. For the last couple of years, I've been doing this here on Twitch every Mondays and Thursdays, a way to connect with new artists, hear new music, support artists, find stuff to playlist, and also just give feedback and open up that kind of like that veil, pull that back, so you guys can understand what it's like when I'm playlisting things. What are the things I listen for? What do I like? What kind of genres do I even listen to? And as you can hear from this playlist, it's a little bit of everything. But at Genius, I've been signing artists for the last 2 years. I run our distro arm right now. So I've been signing artists, helping put out projects. I've signed artists like Overcast, Angela Moda, Ashoka, Serena, Anton Now, CCBKE, Leia the Leo. My name is J-Mac, who's killing it right now. Bray. and Jordan occasionally, and Ajna. So that is what I do in my day job. I sign artists, I help distribute music, I do pitching to DSPs, curators, press, all kinds of things. But literally, like, everything I do revolves around supporting independent and emerging talent, and this is no different. So every week we come on here, we listen to music, we give feedback. I tell you guys what I like. I tell you guys what I think could improve, if there's things that I think could improve in the music. And really, the goal is to just help create more of a feedback loop for you guys, so you can get feedback that's not just, oh, this is fire, oh, this is ass. We don't believe in that. We try to give constructive feedback and make sure that we're helping artists develop. That is something I'm super passionate about, so that is the point of what we do here, okay? So while we're listening to these songs, I'm going to be asking you guys to tell us what you think of them. I'm also going to be asking you to go follow the artist if you hear something you like, and I'll be pulling up socials. The only rule is to be respectful of each other, and if I catch you being disrespectful, I will ban you and I will kick you, and that is just how it goes. You'll get warnings. It's not going to be out of the blue. But just know we have a zero tolerance policy for disrespect from one person to another. Everybody in here is a creative. Everyone in here is trying to do something that's extremely difficult, and we respect that as is. It's not too late to submit. If you want to submit, just hit the link in my bio, and you can submit using the free submission form on Nero. So make sure you go try that out. If you haven't, if you're here in the chat with us on Instagram or on Twitch, make sure you just hit !submit. And if you want to learn how to skip the queue, you can hit !skip at any point, and that's going to tell you how you can skip the queue to get bumped into our paid skip queue, priority skip queue, whatever you want to call it. I don't have a good name for it yet. Like I said, today we are going to be starting with pulling 2 more names for our free consultation giveaway. So as you can see, today we got Zach DeLuco, Average James, New Saint, Uncle Book, Elijah Rosario, Cams, 9-4, Soul Tide, Justice Samari, and Harmony Chia going into our spinning wheel. So we're going to start with that. We're going to pick 2 to go into our finalists. So let's see who the first finalist is going to be today. Oh, man. That's really unfortunate for Zach DeLuco, but it does look like Soul Tide is going to be our first finalist. Let's get some W's in the chat for Soul Tide. Big W's, big W's. All right, next up, we're going to do another one. Let's shuffle it a couple times. Let's spin the wheel. After this, we'll start to get into your music, but again, if you want to submit your music and guarantee you get played on stream today, skipping is the best way to guarantee you get played on stream. Otherwise, we can't guarantee it. Damn, Zach DeLuco twice. Very, very close. But it looks like New Saint is going to be our second finalist for the free consultation giveaway. So we have one more round of finalists, and then we'll do our final pick in the probably next Thursday. All right? So make sure you tap him. This wheel is going to be replaced with names from the queue very shortly, but let's get into this music feedback so you guys can see what this is like. Again, if you want to submit music, all you have to do is hit !submit. You can submit as much as you want. You can submit as many songs as you want. If you want us to listen to it and give feedback, just make sure you get it in there, because there is going to be free skips throughout the stream where you will get played. So even if you are not in this priority queue, don't worry. We will try and get as many songs as possible. So we got Femi up next. This is Achu. I fuck with this artist, man. Out of Atlanta. If you like trap shit, you're probably going to like this artist. But great voice. Great choices when it comes to production. Let us know what you think in the chat, but a real solid start tonight. This has got that Waka Flocka Grove Street energy off rip, so I can't wait to hear what it sounds like when the vocals come in. Ugh. Let us know what you think in the chat. This shit is filthy. Ugh. I gotta get on my funk flex for a second here as well. What a start. Bro, this shit is absolutely insane. Again, let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we want to know what you think of these songs as well. But it's nothing but positive for me on this one. This comes out January 31st, so make sure it's in our release calendar. Femi79 on Instagram if you're rocking with us. God, the energy on this is crazy. Ugh. I really don't have anything to say other than because I just I'm really enjoying this song. Again, Femi79, TFEMI79 on Instagram. If you're rocking with this one, make sure you go follow. What a strong start. A real quick, easy 2-minute long song. Like I said, the horns on that, very Grove Street, very hard in the paint, Atlanta energy. The vocals on it fit perfectly. I really don't have any feedback, but I really enjoyed that. I don't really know what the favoriting thing does, but I'm favoriting that shit. One and only DMG was going on. Never Ever said production was hitting. The whole shit was hitting, honestly. I really enjoyed that one a lot. All right, we got Ain't the Case by Dat Boy Key up next. Real quickly. Let me just make sure I know. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Yap Marciano. We're going to do our first free bump, all right? Scumbag World said this was hard too. All right, Zamir. Beautiful. You're going to get into that priority queue as well. So make sure you come join us on Twitch if you want to see what we have to say about the songs, all right? Ain't the Case. Dat Boy Key up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Like I said, we're going to keep things moving. We're going to try and get through as many songs as possible today. If you're in the chat, you want to learn how to submit, just make sure you hit ! Submit and follow that link. It's free to submit your music. We have a $5 paid skip queue if you want to, but you don't have to. Amira, what's going on? I like this artwork because it's a classic meme, and I appreciate the reference. Master could be a touch louder. He says it's one of his favorite beats / songs he's ever made. DatBoyKey.jpg on Instagram. Biggest thing for me, because I do like the song itself, Master and the vocal definitely need to come up. I think you could put ever so slightly less reverb delay on your vocal too. I say this a lot, but I think in this case it's probably a similar thing. JB, what's going on? Yeah, feel free to send any songs in that you want, guys. Just make sure you use our new submission form. And if you want to skip the queue, we brought the price down from the subscription price of Twitch to $5. So just make sure you tap in if you want to do that. One and only says Defs needs some compression, just a bit though. Yeah, I feel like that's what it's lacking a little bit. JMC, what's going on? Welcome into the chat. We do have a light submission queue today. It's growing, but it is lighter than usual. So make sure you submit music if you want to get heard. This is DatBoyKey.jpg with Ain't the Case. Again, love the artwork. Expected less cause you ain't matching this. I just want the folks in my vicinity true to their intent with me. I don't hurt a fly, need my karma coming positive. Niggas know what time it is. My purpose bigger than I have to say the raps are good. Motherfuckers think they got more talent than me. I ain't concerned, I ain't losing no sleep. I got her missing on Z's for an ounce. It's just the mix master. Like you get the mix master down a little bit more. Give that a little bit more oomph. Guarantee the song hits a little bit harder for us. I see the writing on the wall illuminated by the chandelier next to lead the coast. No surprise when I take it there. Did you mix this yourself as well? But you know when you fucking with me, you know that ain't the case. Again, let us know if you're in the chat. Let us know what you think of these songs. We always want to know what you think of these songs. How many songs? We're on the second song right now, bro. You're up next, D-Bells. You did mix this one? All right, so in your mixes, that's one thing to just be careful of, man, is that master. Loudness is definitely one of the things that is probably the reason I wouldn't playlist this one. I do like the song, but again, back to back with other songs, it's going to be really noticeable, right? So if we go and play like another song that's maybe got a louder master on it, that's when we'll start to really notice it. Standalone, it's a solid song, and I do enjoy it. I'm going to save it in the playlist anyway. I'm going to come back to it on Tuesday when I'm making content, and just give it another listen, maybe on a different system, and see if that makes any difference for me, because sometimes that's also the case. Sometimes it's going to feel a little bit different on headphones than it does on speakers on the phone or something like that. But the song itself was solid, and that's the thing that I'll commend you on. I liked the song. I do just think, for me, more than anything, it's the mix master that needed just a little bit more, right? Ecstasy says, this is very smooth. Extasa, sorry, this is very smooth. I really like this. And JB said, this motherfucker hard. So look, definitely people enjoying the music in there. I don't know if everybody felt that way about the mix master. It was something that stood out for me, but that might not be the case for everybody. So just keep that in mind too. All right, next up we've got D-Bells with Silver Lining. This is an unreleased, no note with it, but this is an unreleased. So let us know what you think in the chat. Getting feedback on unreleased is always a good thing because we can help artists figure out what they need to do in those mix masters before they get the song out. So let us know what you think in the chat. 2 more before I do our first free bump of the evening. Only $5 if you want to get into the paid skip queue. Oh, Amir, we are not doing the sub thing anymore, but I will give you the skip. Just let me know what the artist name is, and I'll make sure we put it in the queue, okay? It's all right. You did it, so we're still going to give it to you, but just let me know what the artist name is. You can submit multiple if you want to. So I do like this. The string sound in the production is a little bit loud. Amir, I got you. I'll put you in the queue. That string sounds a little loud. The hi-hats are a little loud. The crash is a little loud, right? The drums are really cool as far as like the structure of them all. Very interesting, very unique, like actual like arrangement of the drums and percussion, which was really nice. I think the vocals sounded good. Loudness, the production was super creative. There was a lot of things that I really liked about that one. But I do think the thing just to listen out for is just, and this is a good test, right? So this is a thing that I'm always telling producers to do. It's something I do when I'm producing as well. For everybody who just joined, because I see a bunch of new people in here, if you guys are submitting your music and want to get into the paid skip queue, we have changed the process, okay? So before I give this feedback really quickly, make sure you submit using the link in the chat. It's going to take you to this place, Nero. You're going to submit here. If you want to skip the queue, make sure you read these instructions because they have changed. So the paid skip queue is now $5 instead of subscribing and gifting a sub on Twitch. That is because they increased the price on Twitch. So I wanted to bring the price back down to $5. So we're partnering with Nero to run all of our submissions through that platform. It's cheaper. Do it that way. Just make sure you're paying attention, all right? Okay, back to the song. So I really liked it. This is the thing that I do a lot when I'm producing music, when other artists are sending me beats or sending me songs. This is something that I'll do, especially if it's an artist I manage and I'm giving feedback on the mix or something like that, right? Turn the volume way down, listen to the song pretty quietly, and the things that dominate like what you can hear at a low volume are the things that are loudest in the mix. Sometimes it's really hard for you to hear that when the songs are turned up and you're just kind of in it, right? So it's a good test when you're finalizing those mixes to turn the volume all the way down, listen to it, see what's standing out to you, because in some cases it's a very, very fine line between something being too loud and something sounding fine when it's, all turned up, right? You might not even hear it if... Sorry, there was a fire engine. You might not even hear it if the sub is knocking. It might be phasing out some of those things. But if you turn that volume all the way down, you'll be able to hear which elements are kind of sticking out above everything else. And ideally, you don't want it to be anything that sounds like too far away, right? If the vocals sound louder, that's a good thing. That means the vocal is the star of the mix. If there's instrumental pieces that feel way louder than the vocals, maybe you need to cut something down like a dB or 2 dBs, right? It's good. Do that. Try it. It'll help. All right. Forever, Mike Melano up next. Hope this gets around to you. Well, you've gotten the paid skip queue, so it's definitely going to. This is why I always mix it at like 50 volume at most. Yeah, you definitely want to reference things and listen on different speakers and headphones and shit too, because that'll help you even with the master just kind of determine if there's different ways of listening to it that actually sound like not quite how you want them to, because you'll be able to fix those things too. But I agree with Devious Minds. Vocal is always the most important part of the mix, and it should be, okay? Forever, Mike Melano up next. If you were rocking with that, make sure you go follow D-Bells, though. Scuba Squad Bells on Instagram with a Z, okay? All right, Forever, Mike Melano, Scotty Apex. I've really been fucking with the Scotty Apex music recently, so I have a feeling I probably will like this, too. That was the rough mix, too. That's fine. That's perfect. It's not out yet, so that's the other thing. But I wanted to tell you that as you're in that process as well. Let's check. Let's check the queue. I saw Emily's come through. I don't see it in the paid skip queue right now. And I don't see the submission in the form either, bro. So we switched. It's not, don't submit in the Google form. We're not using that anymore. Zamir, I do have yours, yes. All right, let us know what you think in the chat, guys. You'd use Nero? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna tag in Mick Mason really quickly. So Mick is the founder of Nero. He's in the chat right now. He's gonna take a look for us, all right? And the artist name is Maya Unagi, for reference. Yeah, this one's mad chill. Let us know what you think in the chat. But this is like definitely up my alley. Like this is very much something that I'm listening to actively, a style of music I listen to a lot. I don't know much about Mike Melano. This is my first time listening to Mike, but I will say, having listened to Scotty Apex more recently in a couple different songs, I've really enjoyed a lot of the Scotty Apex stuff. So that immediately was kind of a good cosign for me. Mike Melano on Instagram, Mike Melinoe on Instagram. If you guys are not subscribers, you are about to get an ad. So just a heads up, you're gonna get an ad in about 50 seconds. Emily Runething says, Def a Vibe, Mike getting an ad into the faves on Spotify. We love to hear that. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with this as well. Indiana representing you. Shout out to Indiana. We got a nice little Naptown community in here as well, which I'm not mad at. And yeah, Amira, you were the one who put me on a Scotty Apex in the first place. I remember this now. Everything you've sent me, I've already fucked with, like heavily. And he actually made it into the best of 2024 playlist as well. Mike's got a super nice tone. The mix on this is really balanced and clean. The master could maybe be a touch louder if I was going to be super picky, but this one's not that different, I think, from some of the other songs that we'll listen to back to back. It's pretty good, but Indianapolis is in Indiana, so technically one and the same. Scumbag Will says this is a vibe for real. This one's a real easy listen for sure. The chorus is really catchy too, like the melody on it's mad catchy. Wait, you didn't know that Indianapolis is, I don't know if it's the capital of Indiana, but it's definitely like the major city in Indiana. Is there any other real major cities in Indiana? Polis equals city, so it's like Indiana City. There you go. It is the capital. Yeah, my friend's from Indianapolis, so I've been before. That's the only reason I really know anything about it. No, they're not different tastes. For context, guys, Devious Minds is from Canada, so this is not a crazy thing that he does not know American geography that way. Most people not from America don't. I didn't know shit about shit until I moved to this country, and I moved here, and I was like, this place is mad confusing. There's a lot of places. Technically, me and Scotty grew up in a place called Shelbyville. I know about Shelbyville. Maybe I only know about Shelbyville because of The Simpsons, though, which is not the same Shelbyville. We are going to get off topic here, guys. So if you are here only expecting to talk about music and nothing else, you're going to be disappointed a little bit because we're going to talk about all types of shit. I read books. I watch TV. I watch sports. Really only soccer. I love film. Yeah. TV. You know what I mean? We can talk about whatever you want. And feel free to ask me whatever music industry questions you want in the chat, too. This is like up and office hours. All right, we got an NBA freestyle from Yap Marciano. Yeah, R.I.P. David Lynch, man. I wasn't a huge fan, but it's still sad because this guy made a huge impact. The one you want to play about. Young and touching paper like a paper round. Got it cracking up north by the ticket south. Good attitude in the delivery on this one already. Let us know what you think in the chat. Niggas revealing on who they are. Since third grade, knew I was born a star. Whipping in foreign cars. Is there supposed to be these kind of glitchy moments in the video? There's some like weird flashes in the beginning that I would just be careful of and take a look at. You're gonna get an album this year, though I don't know exactly when yet. But just know there's an album coming this year, Amira. JB says this is hard, video's cold as fuck. Don't worry, if you're in an ad, we'll have VOD up on the YouTube channel in the morning. But if you subscribe or gift a sub, that will get rid of ads for you.
Put my hands on the battery. I got this little thing that I do. I told her, give me the keys. I jumped in there and cranked the car. She said, you my angel. I say, speak nothing of these.
So I do really like the video of this, right? There's a couple things that I'll point out. One, especially in this beginning part. Oh, maybe it doesn't do that. What up, Zaman? I guess there is movement. It's slowly zooming out. I do think that the zoom out should maybe be ever so slightly quicker. I think it's maybe it's recorded in double time. Okay, so the zoom out is maybe just slightly too slow. It's so slow that it's almost not noticeable. And that was the thing I was going to say by the end of it, is like, I wish there was maybe a little bit more movement in the video. So it would be cool to, like, I don't know. It's tough to say because, like, part of me is like, don't change anything about it, right? Like, I like that it's a one shot. I like the way that it feels. I like the way that it looks. At the same time, there is a part of me that wishes there was maybe some moments where it kind of like zoomed a little bit, or like had like close-ups of like his hand in the blunt or his mouth, and just kind of went between those edits just to break it up a little bit. It's not the longest video in the world, so it's maybe not the biggest deal if you don't have that movement in there, because there already is movement in it. But I do like, just there is a part of me while watching it that was like, I kind of wish there was a little bit more movement, or like some just little edits where you do zoom up on some of those like different moments and different things that are happening in the video. Because like, you know, it's just it just will make it more engaging, I think, for a viewer, especially because that zoom out is so slow. But that is purely personal opinion and not necessarily something that you absolutely have to do. All right, let's do our first skip of the night. Let's get everybody into our spinning wheel. Okay, so every 5 paid skip queue songs, I'm going to do this. We'll put people into the spinning wheel. So submit your music anyway, because we do these every 5 songs. The last 30 minutes of the stream, which is in about an hour from now, we'll just bump people up from the chat for free in more of a chronological order. I'll tell you about it when we get closer. But during the paid skip section, we are going to do a free song every 5 songs. So here's our first one of the night. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? I love this part. It's a lot of fun for me. And it's looking like Nick Delas. Nick Delas. Can you bump that to the top for me, please, McMason, when you get a chance? And we will get Nick Delas bumped up here. I guess I'll see it happen in real time. It's on the second page, for what it's worth. Yeah, my guy. LSD, Nick Delas, up next. All right, let us know what you think about this one. Trippy artwork already. I mean, I like the artwork. It's true to the name of the song. Let us know what you think in the chat. We'll get back into paid skips after this one. We've got another 5 coming up for you, all right?
I've been trying to find the truth, I know it's hidden clues. Provide a special feeling that they all addicted to, yeah. Try to give advice, but you ain't want to listen to.
Anyway, make a link private to people who aren't Kayvan. That's a good question. I think at the moment you probably have to upload it to anybody who's using this. Not quite untitled yet, if you know what I'm saying. Cut the strings loose, now I finally got a hold of it. Everything you could upload it to Untitled and then share the Untitled link in Nero also. That's maybe another option for you in the future. Mira says this is nice. I didn't love the way that it came in at the beginning. I will say, once we get into this more rap section, I think it fits the artist's voice a little bit more. I don't know that the sung part really did the same things for me initially, but once we got past that chorus section into the verse section, I feel like that's when it kind of caught my eye.
Don't change when you get it all. I hope you don't change. Doper than a duffel of the cocaine. Say when you get it all. I hope
Nick Delas on Instagram.
Change. I've been trying to find the truth. I know it's hidden clues. Provide a special feeling that they all addicted to. Yeah, try to give advice, but you ain't want to listen to it. Yeah, drop a tab that
Extasa. I don't see it on there, bro. At the moment. Oh yeah, no, there it is. There it is. EXO, you are in there.
Drop a tab of that, now we can see from different views.
Alan, that's a fair point. Nick Delas on Instagram.
When you get it all, I hope you don't change. Doper than a duffel of the cocaine.
I'll let Mick speak to that though, because I don't have an answer for you. To be fair, I am the only one who has access to my own submission sessions. So I don't think, outside of myself and Mick, that anybody would be able to get into it for what it's worth. But I also haven't asked, so I don't want to say that that's actually factual. I think that's what it is, though. All right, I'm going to save this one from Nick Delas. I'm going to come back to it, and I'm going to listen to it again. Like I said, there was things that I liked about it. there was things that maybe did not quite hit for me, I think, melodically, but I think in the rapped parts, that was really where it did shine. So I like that part of it. I do think the improvement would maybe be on the melodic parts. And I think more than anything, that's really personal preference. Like, it's just that the melody didn't quite hit for me. It's very subjective feedback. But I think the rapped parts and the rapped vocal and the tone of it is really where that artist shines. So for me, I would probably encourage him to do more rap stuff. And maybe get a feature, maybe get a feature to come in and sing stuff, even if you get background vocals and have somebody kind of layer those vocals, just to add some more detail, a little bit more like variation to it as well. All right, Little Lies by Gus up next. I love this artist. I always say that this guy is like the fucking next Tame Impala. Just a crazy, amazing multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, producer, mixes everything. So let us know what you think in the chat, but brother, I'm a fan. Skip Q is green, yes. Already off rip, really beautiful. Gus Marks on Instagram. I also noticed that you changed your thumbnail to Young Thug recently. And just know that I saw that on my own and got a nice kick out of it. Like the other day, I saw it and I was like, hell yeah. Out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. What's your favorite Young Thug song, Young Peanut? Ooh, that'd be a good one for you. Alan is offering to give some UI feedback. Never a bad thing. Super vibey as always. If there's one thing that Gus is gonna do, he's gonna give you some real, just like dreamy synths. Emily, stop that. We're going to listen to it anyway. We listen to everything at all levels. I also love Numbers. I have Barter 6 on vinyl back there, which is a very exciting purchase for me. What else? Go buy the Barter 6, or go buy Barter 6 on vinyl. It's such a different experience of listening to it, and it's sick. Let's see. Hot's been on repeat for me. Go Crazy's also been on repeat for me. I love all of his features as well. This is a huge vibe, says Emily. It's very good. You have a best of Young Thug? Yeah, please send me the best of Young Thug playlist. I'd love to listen to what you have in it. Alan says I need to be held tenderly while this plays. It's very good, guys. Best Friend is a standout for me too. From Slime Season 1. What else, man? Prayed on Cleveland, I've got saved. Oh, You Went, I've got saved. The whole Punk album is very good. I mean, obviously, there's fucking... So Much Fun was good. Slime Language was good. Super Slime Language was good. But Beautiful Thugger Girls is... up there for me on Young Thug projects. Edward, what's going on, bro? I'm in a relationship with all my friends, yeah. I need to cut some of them off, I need help. Also a top tier Thug song for me. Gus, no feedback. There's never really a need to give you feedback, I think. You know, I'm a big fan of your composition style. It's really just a matter of people finding your music, and I just think, like, the right people hear it, the right people find it. It's going to be a pretty quick kind of like rise for you. All right, this is Gus's Best Thugga playlist also. About the Money. Oh, man, About the Money. That's a good one. I'm glad that's so high up on the list. Family Don't Matter. That's a great one. Shout out to Millie Golightly. She's so nice. And also from the UK, if you guys didn't know that. She's literally from England, and it's so hard. It's amazing. You can't listen to that on SoundCloud yet unless Gus sends it to you. What else? Half Time, that's great. With That, that's great. Numbers, that's great. Check is one of my favorites forever. Why would he call you about the money? That song slaps. Wyclef Jean, obviously. Also one of the best music videos of all time for a hip-hop artist is Wyclef Jean, because it's mad funny. Yeah, Relationship, you said, Feel It, Kill Before. Protect Water, that's another good one. The remote control, Kanye West. Ooh, I put that crack in my crack. Guest marks on Instagram. That was great, bro. Again, just always like top tier production, top tier songwriter. I love the arrangement, and it's just like such a unique sound. There are not that many people I think that can create the type of music that you create that exist in the world. So for me, that's always a bit of a standout. Oh shit, how many songs we have listened to? We got 51. We've got 44 left. That means we've listened to 7, which means I have 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So it mirrors. We'll do another free bump from the chat. This is Sweatback Go to War by Young Exile. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, and you got Emily, you got it. Whispered to you, you lucky thing. Sweatback Go to War. Let us know what you think. Puerto Rican, Salvadorian, alternative hip-hop artist from Tennessee. Young Exile, where are you from in Tennessee, bro? Did I know you were from Tennessee? And if you guys are in the chat, let us know where you're from. I'd love to know where you guys are at in the world. Yeah, we changed the process a little bit, Edouard, so just make sure if you're in the chat, guys, and you want to submit and skip the queue, that you read the instructions. Oh, we got France. Where in France? Où est en France? We got the Bronx. What up, John? We got Oakland. We got New York. Oh, wow, how French. We got Hollywood. Stay safe out there in LA, guys. My guess is that this artist is in Memphis, Tennessee, from the production style. But that's truly a guess. We got Bogota, Colombia in the chat. Whoa. Whoa. That's fire as shit, bro. Welcome in. I'm about to save this one. I like this one. It's very 3-6 Mafia. It's very Suicide Boys-esque. I'm a fan of both of those artists personally, so... I like the panning that's happening in this mix, too. It's cool. It's interesting. Was that a Kendrick Lamar High Power sample just now? This part here is a little bit of a strange transition from one section to the next, but I'm curious to see how it ends up. Oh. Second section of this is crazy. So this is about the current criminalization of and racism towards Latinos in today's political climate. Fuck yeah, bro. So there's a real meaning behind this too. I'm sorry I didn't pull the lyrics up on Genius. I just read that. Flow is crazy. The whole feeling of it's crazy. Oh, Near Versailles. Ah. Près de Versailles. I'm learning French right now, so I gotta practice while I can practice. Près means close. Près de Versailles is close to Versailles. Let's go. Young Exile on Instagram. We're definitely gonna follow this artist. Definitely gives a Bones vibe as well. Definitely wish I could understand the lyrics better. Vibe / energy is intriguing though for sure. I get that. I do think stylistically it fits the sound that he's going for, especially kind of in that more like Suicide Boys-esque, Bones-esque, even 3-6-esque sound. Like, so I'm not as worried about it, though I do think because there is a message behind the lyrics, I do agree with John in that I wish that I could hear a more defined demonstration of the lyrics as well, just for that. Exactly. Très bien, pour toi. Je suis en is it? It's just New York, right? Je suis, or is je vais? No, that's I go. I live. Can't remember. Yeah, but I live in New York. How does the new system work? Yeah, if you submit, you'll submit in Nero. If you skip the queue, it's $5. You'll get bumped up as the priority queue. J'habite à New York. Thank you so much for reminding me. Walk with me, Zamia. Up next, let us know what you think in the chat. Nah, I've been in New York this whole time, bro. That's why it's like 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So it's 6 to 8. I get off work, I do this. Thank you for, yeah. It's hard to, like, on the spot remember it like that. I don't get a lot of speaking practice. You know, I'm always on fucking Duolingo. This bass line is a little loud, but I like the way this started immediately. You got one more paid skip before we do a free bump from the submission form. I am waiting for a beat to drop, and I will be disappointed if one doesn't come in at some point. But it's a lot of tension building in this so far. There we go.
Focus on my sight. I'm at the top and I never could fall. I ain't the lead, but I bet I'm a ball. This for the squad and all of my dogs. If you get tired, we'll give it your all. We're on a different level, can't hesitate.
All right, I'm gonna save this one. I actually really like this one a lot, Zamir. The one note that I would make is the same thing that I said earlier about just referencing and mix with everything a little bit quieter. The bass line's a touch loud. It feels good, so I'm not as mad at it, but it's maybe a bit loud.
See the disguise. I got you all flustered. I'm all in your mind.
Edouard, don't get too baked, bro. Reminds me of a Vince Staples vibe, says Rick Deckard. I see you, Rick. Out of Albany, Georgia. It was a late response. Sorry, it took me a second to read that in the chat. I got too hype off the French. That one was tough. Zamir Music on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is one of my artists that just auto-played after your song, so I'm not mad at it. If you guys have not listened to my artist, Ashoka, this is Destiny Part 2 off of the Dreamers Valley Deluxe. These songs, that in bold. Oh my god, should I allow that message? I'm gonna deny it. Only because that feels a little... Somebody just tried to put in the chat, come in my butthole. I'm gonna say it out loud, but I'm not gonna allow it in the chat. Blowing out endo, too hard. I'll say it out loud, but yeah. Oh, you're from Springfield. Oh, shit. Sharpshooter. Barracuda. Well, we're listening to it now, so you might as well go check it out. Ashoka, Dreamers Valley Deluxe came out in November of last year. 16 songs. The original full album was 11 songs. We added another 5. So make sure you tap in, go check that out. Ashoka.kdm on Instagram as well. We got lots of new music coming this year, and I'm excited to start dropping stuff with them as well. Brian Cole, what's up, bro? Ashoka.kdm on Instagram. My man has been working out. He got swole as fuck. So if you like working out as well, just know you're gonna get a lot of inspiration from his Instagram. Previous artist, Zamir Music, go follow him on Instagram as well. This one was Destiny Part 2. Also, we have a video for it up on the internet, and that's one of my favorite ones he's done. Definitely up there for me. All right, Amira with Fundamentally. And then we will do a free bump using our spinning wheel for the next song. This is Earth to Live, like Earth to Live. Out of Atlanta, like Earth to Live, right? Yeah. Slightly quiet on the master. Oh. Biggest thing for me here is I wish the vocal was up a little bit more, but the energy, the delivery. This is dumb hard. It needs a better mix, but the actual music itself is hard as shit. I like this a lot. Great find again, Amira. She's out of Atlanta. Let's load up our spinning wheel. Earth_2live or 2live. Brand new artist, bro. Super dope. That's why I'm not too pressed about the mix. This is from an Honestly Live EP album that just came out recently. I put this in the playlist because it's very good. But vocal up in the mix if she ever sees this. That's the only thing I would say to you. Dolce vibes, says John Sway. Not far off. Truly elite level raps. Very good. Great voice. Like the delivery as well. Like beyond the writing, which is great. The delivery and the tone of the vocalist is so polished already. It's just the mix that's lacking a little bit. Shout out to Amira's FYP, because that was a really, really great find. All right, let's spin the wheel. Who again? Again, Earth2_live on Instagram. Gonna miss TikTok if we lose it. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Francois up next. If we could get that bump to the top, McMason, that would be very helpful. Thank you so much, sir. I will keep my eyes open for that to pop up in my queue. But yeah, if TikTok goes away, look, me and my wife have been sitting. We got a new TV so we can AirPlay from the phone to the TV. I mean, that's not the only reason we got a TV, but we did get a TV specifically where we could AirPlay from the phone to the TV, because we do this thing called TikTok Telly Time, where we're actually airdrop our TikTok to the telly and watch it on the telly. Francois 230 up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. It's not the only reason. We needed a new TV. But that was one of the selling points on getting a TV, specifically that you could AirPlay from your phone to the TV on. Because some of them don't let you. The Samsung TVs don't let you do that shit. That's whack as fuck. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. Francois. Want a TikTok control? That's what I'm saying, bro. Shout out to my guy West Period as well, who actually is the one who put me on to Francois in the first place. So I do know this artist. I've heard this artist before, but this is my first time hearing this song. I don't know if this one's out yet. Really, really nice feeling to this off rip. Francois on Instagram if you want to go follow. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch. We're live right now. I do wish that the vocal was up in the mix just a touch more. I'd love for it to stand out just a little bit more within the production than it does. It's a really nice voice, but that's maybe my only real note, is that I just wish the vocals were louder. Really cool arrangement on the production. Love the like 80s reverb on the drums. And even in the synths as well. So we got a real 80s feel to it. Catchy chorus as well. Music's been good tonight, guys. I can't say it hasn't. We've had stuff at all levels, but the music's been real solid so far. Again, if you want to get into our paid skip queue, all you have to do is follow these instructions. It's $5. If you want to submit your music, it's free. You can submit as much as you want. Just use that link in the chat as well. You know what? I will say, getting towards the end of the song, the other thing that I kind of wish happened more is that octave up vocal that you layered on the lead vocal that was there as well, Francois. I wish that you had kind of brought in that layer a little earlier so that we could have gotten that higher octave, because it feels like your voice in that higher octave actually feels really, really nice as well. So that's maybe the only other thing that I would say, just based on what we heard there. Song was great, but I do kind of wish that we were getting a little bit more of that higher octave of your voice a little earlier in the song, because it's a really nice additional layer. All right, Get Well Soon by EXO. This is a song from last year that he made, kind of inspired the sound that he's pushing currently. So we found this artist for the first time the other day, and I was so impressed. I know I say that sometimes a lot, but like this was an artist, like I just couldn't believe how polished everything felt, how early in this artist's career, because this is an artist who is still like pretty early on. But I was super impressed. So this is an older song of his. It's called Nostalgia. I will say the stuff that's unreleased that we heard last week, unbelievable. So I'm excited to hear something that is out. Let us know what you think in the chat. But like I said, I was pretty impressed by the production style of this artist. Everything just felt really polished for how early on it felt like the artist was overall. Of course, Francois. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry, this is the wrong one. He did send in two. Where is it? Now I've lost the other one, bro. I gotta be honest with you. Get Well Soon. Is it just on your, if it's on your Spotify, I'll just go pull it up. Mr. Barbax. Hello, good sir. Good evening. Was that a song that's out already? You removed the other. Oh no. If you want to just put the link in the chat for me really quickly, Extasa or EXO, that would be fine too. If you don't go through the whole submission thing again, just so we can make things quicker. It was titled the same, so I understand why you removed it. It just he had sent one in, and then I told him, "Oh, you should put this one." That's my fault. That was my bad because of what I said in the Discord earlier. But EXO, let me know what the song was. I don't know where he went. Extasa, where are you, bro? Where'd you go? $2K23 jam pack. All right, beautiful. Thank you. $2K23 jam pack is what we're listening to right now. All right, cool. What's the song? I'll get well soon. All right, Extasa or EXO. We got you now, bro. We got you now. Like I said, I fuck with this artist though, and immediately I feel this way about the song as well. So, XO underscore. I can't believe you only have 900 followers, bro. Your music is crazy. I gotta say, this shit gets me so hyped. Also, bro, this is random as fuck. Were you Filipino? I was thinking about this last time. You sent music, and I was like, is this kid Filipino? Yeah, I love this type of shit. Anything that's got this like UK garage, drum and bass kind of drum break on it with a vocal, I'm probably gonna enjoy. Love that there's a bit of a slow down switch up in this too. Edward says I'm too baked. I told you to be careful. You gotta listen, fam. Slater Colt says this is nice. Young Exile, I really like the song, bro. Snow, go ahead and crash the thing. Colombian and Haitian, so not Filipino. But that's also fire, bro. I work with another Haitian artist named Serena. I feel like you would fuck with her music. She does a little compa as well. Make sure you submit in our new submission process, bro. And then if you want to skip the queue, we got a different process now too, so just make sure you follow the right instructions. Yeah, Slater, exactly. Digidays, bro. That was very hard, EXO. I don't have much feedback on that other than I really liked it again. You are a really sick artist, and I just really appreciate the way that you approach making music. Shout out Colombian and Haitian artists, phenomenal folks. Yes. Shout out Haitians, shout out Colombians, shout out the mixture of both. I'm also mixed race, so, you know, like, we got love for mixed race people in general. I don't know why this LQP Emily one keeps moving down one spot. It shouldn't. But, all right, we've done 55 submissions, 43. So we've done 10, 11, 12. This will be 13, 2 more, and then we will do another free bump from the submission form. All right, Ishmael, pieces. Let us know what you think in the chat. I don't know if that Emily one is stuck there, but we'll make sure we play it next. In the meantime, let us know what you think in the chat. Sick Ishmael. Nice fit. Ah, you did the thing with my boy Edie, bro. Shout out to Edie. Or Eddie. I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm fossiling, 2-3, you know I'm locking it. You opposite, I tell them look alive, cause they can't believe their eyes in this bitch. While I'm in the sky. This is hard as well. I like this already. They look apart cause I never do wish. Pockets heavy, doctor said I might be obese. I like this a lot. Sick Ishmael on Instagram. Immediate ear catch. This is hard as fuck. I agree. Immediate ear catch. Emily Rubin thinks it's banger. I think every Ishmael that I listen to who's a rapper makes good music. Sick Ishmael, Ishmael Nehemiah, or Nehemiah. Production and vocals equally crazy. It's really good. It's got a little Travis in the vocal delivery. But it's also very unique. Thank God it's Kyle. If you want to submit, make sure you submit using this link in the chat, not the Discord. Or you got me bouncing in this chair. The song's called Pieces by Ishmael. It's cool, man. I mean, like, I'm a big Travis Scott fan. I'll say that with my chest. I've always really enjoyed Travis. I feel like this is all of the things that I enjoy about Travis Scott with a completely different style of production, which is really, really cool too. This is an Earth to Live top song so far. They've got the energy on those two, definitely like, ugh. You guys missed the Femi song at the beginning too, though. The Femi song at the beginning was up there for me as well. Like I said before, very like Waka Flocka production, Grove Street, hard in the paint type energy. This is the type of music I zoomed in around the airport too. This type of music I gotta be whipping around. I just gotta be driving real fast, bending corners, maybe a little drifting. Some real reckless driving to this song for sure. This is that shit that comes on when the DJ plays it and everybody just throws water everywhere in the fucking show. Really great arrangement too, great production. It moves in a really, really nice way. Young Exile says I own Flockavelli, like on like a physical version of Flockavelli. Love the way this ends too, very different. All right, Sick Ishmael on Instagram. Guys, make sure you go follow. That song was called Pieces. Bro, I gotta hit more of your song. Please make sure you submit some of your other music to the other free playlist opportunities that I do as well, because if it's anything like that, I already know that I'm going to be supporting and putting stuff in playlists. And as you're releasing music, if any of you in the chat have music coming out soon, use this link that I just put in there. That is my release calendar. I check that every Friday first. Before anything else, that is the music that I listen to for my new music list playlist. I'll get in there. I'll listen to music. If you have new releases coming out, you can put it in that link as soon as you got that shit scheduled. I don't need a live link. I don't need a link to anything but a link to your Spotify for when it comes out. All right. LQP, Emily up next. Snow Asta, bruh.
You know what would make your customer
I don't know
service
if you didn't hear me say when I said we're not doing things that way anymore. I appreciate you subscribing because I appreciate it. But if you want to skip, just make sure that you send it. Just make sure that you send it in Nero. And then if you haven't submitted through there as well, you fucked up already. So just make sure you submit through Nero. Because you subscribed, Snow Asta, just let us know when you sent in the song. And I'll make sure that we bump it up into the queue, but I'm going to need to know the artist name again, just so we get it, all right? Everyone spinning extras. This was a goofy sketch I could lend some. Look, that's fine. We're not even worried. You used Nina Cobham's Lo Que Paso, which I love. I want to hear what you did. I refuse. You spent money. I'm playing a song. I don't care if it's a skit. Oh, you did that as well. Oh, well, then you're just a real one. You didn't have to do both, but I appreciate it. Okay, this is LQP. What are you talking about? This is great. I love Nina Cobham. Shout out to Nina Cobham 1. But I love this production. It's like very like Crystal Castles immediately is what it reminds me of. Amira says fire. Edward says Ableton gang. Slater says smooth. Mick says this is fire. Jacques says what do you mean this is nice. Young Exile says I already fuck with the vibes of this. And shout out Ableton. I love Ableton too. Look, we love Nina Cobham here, man. She's amazing. We actually did a whole interview with her as well. FK Twigs immediately popped into my head. This is fire as fuck. Tours of Vibes says Alan Santiago. Run the World says ooh. Thank God it's Kyle says I want to rap on this. Look. Emily. LQP. LQP. Speaking is hard today. LQP. This is dope. Thank God it's Kyle says I want to rap on this. This reminds me of like some blog era hip hop production from like the early like 2010s, 2011s, but it's sick. You did a great job. I don't know that I even really have that much feedback. And like as a producer, usually I do an arrangement or something like that. But I think that you did a really good job on the arrangement of this as well. Especially for you like figuring out how to use Ableton. It feels good. Young Liam would have went off on this. I agree wholeheartedly. Tumblr says run the welder. Look, you did a great job. If you have socials, let us know in the chat. 1, because we want to support more female producers. I think that is something that we don't have enough of in the industry overall. And so if we can support and just send more people your way, I would love to do that as well. So if you have socials, please put them in the chat. Sup from Russia. What's up to Russia? How are you doing? I hope you're okay over there. Yeah, no, you did a great job. I actually like really enjoyed it a lot. I don't think you need to downplay. And I will say too, just as a producer, I do this all the fucking time. So whenever I send people things, I'm always like, yo, it's not finished yet. It's not mixed yet. Don't judge it too harshly. But be confident, because you have a great production style. You have a good ear for sound choice. You have a good ear for arrangement. So, I mean, those two things are really hard to, those two things are really hard to teach. You know what I mean? So like, just keep it up, keep working at it. I think if that is like one of your first, you need to get some socials. If it's just the SoundCloud, I don't know that people are following people on SoundCloud like that these days. But like I said, we want to support more female producers. We want to gas you up to the community, and you actually did a really great job. So if you don't have socials yet, definitely get on that, because I definitely think there are some people in here that would love to follow you as well, even if it's just your personals or whatever it is, okay? Great job. Be confident, though. You definitely got skills, all right? Don't let anyone tell you don't have skills. You got skills. And if you needed other people to say that, there's a bunch of people in this chat that think you have skills, too. All right, we got John Sway up next. The Payphone Freestyle, deep song, politically driven. I fuck with this artist. I found this artist in the pandemic through socials. Just doing really great visual content, raps. Like I've just always really enjoyed his approach to making art, music, and visuals both. So this is the Payphone Freestyle, John Sway. Let us know what you think in the chat. I do think you guys are gonna like this one though, especially if you like real hip hop music. Out of the Bronx, New York, and Emily, you are completely fine. Please send us more music. Like I would love to hear more of your work as you continue to produce too. And if you haven't joined our Discord, get in there, because there's a bunch of artists you could probably work with who are looking for production and producers to work with actively as well. All right, this is John Sway.
Yeah. I said, break down the breakthrough. I wonder how long it take you to find you some peace, make you $1 million to leave. I ate fruit from a tree I sold a year ago. Seeds meet the root, that hunger is how you grow. The funnel is working perfect, the system is never broke. You cripple
John Sway on Instagram, 2 eyes. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with us.
Yeah, rich niggas, the mission is let it go. Ego face of the
also self-produced as well.
How can I know what I know?
Mir says I love new music. Me too. That's why we do this. And this is what I mean by the visual content too, guys.
Everything's a joke. Republican, the Klansman, the Democratic panic, the pandemic, the false flag, they cause cancer, the direct link, that red 40 turns humanic, the process full school shooters, what if they planned it? What if Big Pharma eat off of that same sandwich?
Hell yeah.
Bad bodies keep missing those toe tags, and they selling our bodies right after we done slanging. For the low, I know I keep asking. I cry sometimes cause my youth was left stranded. My mama, postpartum, a drug addict, causing a.
These are the type of bars that I want. I gotta be honest. These are the type of raps that I want to listen to. Mick Mason says it's so hard. Delivery crazy, says JJ London. Young Exile says Jesus, this is incredible. These are the only type of bars I can write these days. Slater says John's awesome. I follow him on Twitter too. Yeah, I do as well. Exile says this is my favorite one so far on stream. This one's straight in the playlist. Still settle the score. Is it Cain or Abel? They still blaming the poor. As I change through the process, I burn bridges for more. Sacrifice my fellow man to save my daughter from yours. And I don't give a fuck, nigga. I die happy and poor. They're billionaires at the bombs at the door, at a mines in a moment, just for money. Look, man, if you got anti-capitalism bars, send them my way. It's the only thing I can rap about these days is anti-capitalist stuff and like political shit. So I'm right there with you, bro. In fact, I'm literally gonna play this for you right now because I have to share it with you. Only because I feel like you will appreciate the bars in this song that I wrote the same way that I appreciate the bars in the songs that you wrote. Alan Santiago says, I need a feature. Well, hit him up. All right, what do I play? What do I play? Do I play You Wouldn't Last a Second? Do I play, oh, Ignorance is Bliss? Ooh. We're gonna play this one. Hey, yeah,
Kenny made a banger.
Shout out to Kenny made a banger.
The tempo sparked my anger. I had to roll one up. Took it out, smoked it, let it fill my lungs. Blew it out and let it go, but I still feel the burn. The world is turning faster, entropy is tough. I watch my people dying way too often, what the fuck? I wish that I could do more while my peers ignoring stuff.
Purely because I'm on the same wave right now,
Keep
John.
my mouth shut. Pac said if I don't stand for something, I fought for anything. I never go down without a fight, that's on my wedding ring. I'm a prize fighter, better recognize your second string. Leave you in the ground, I see a family of the sentencing. My conviction is strong, it's been that way since I was toddling. I'll die on the hill, no code switching, done with bothering. Hide behind propaganda, if you don't see the morals, then you're probably a racist, likely a bigot and a problem. Fuck Trump, fuck the old right, you faux Nazis. You wouldn't last a minute if you met the old Nazis. You say you love your freedom, but you back the wrong parties. Fascism's alive and you're bum rotties. You can't even hide it, your insecurity is peaking. You can't even tell he's brainwashing you when he's speaking. The smell of your hatred is putrid, it's fucking reeking. Your schizophrenic fantasies have never been truth-seeking.
Wait, do we do the other one too? Fuck it, we're going straight into it. The mix on this one is not as good, John, but truthfully, bro,
Yeah,
this was probably the real, like,
hey. Yeah. Everybody always asking what's the budget. I say it's small, realistically not.
sorry, I didn't mean to get into this, but you inspired me.
And who has extra money? I see you get a kick from that, but tell me how it's funny. I got rent to pay and bills, health insurance is a must, cause that's a disease that can kill. Staying healthy's hard enough. Had a homie who couldn't afford it, now he's in a hole.
More communist
deep in
bars,
the
I'm dead.
sides of valleys. He already had student loans that were crippling. Trapped in a prison without hearing, only sentencing. Tried to plead his case and couldn't even get a sentencing. Why don't you just get a job? That's what the 1% is saying. How you supposed to get a job with nepotism, despotism, rampant in the world we live in?
Yes.
Born in linen, dying linen, born in dirt, dying dirt. Motherfuckers dodging taxes, brackets that don't get impacted. Let's leave the rest redacted. Truth doesn't feel good to those who bear fragility. The first time they hear it, it's like losing their virginity. Innocence lost from those complicit in the system. Do they lack the vision or do they lack the wisdom? Ignorance is bliss, so is it compassion is missing? Turning blind eyes to keep from seeing the division. People living life on opposite sides of the spectrum. The ones who need protection and get used as a weapon. Brainwashed to think the enemy's in the same position. Tell me where the sense is.
Yo, tell me where the sense is.
It was never immigrants who took your job.
It was people lining their pockets trying to cut their costs.
Blame the person who signed off on those paychecks. I guarantee the moves they've been making are shameless. And they don't give a fuck about you, just a cog in a wheel. Hey, that's what's real. Peace.
So, John, I'm right there with you, bro. It's all I can write about these days. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. John Sway, 2 Eyes on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. Back into it. What have we done? We've done 60, 15. So it is time for another. Oh, is that true? Is that true? Is it time for another free one? No, I think we have 2 more. No lie, 2 more. Because I've played 2 skips already. No lie. Louis LG, let us know what you think in the chat. Sorry, back into your music. Enough of my anti-capitalist rants. Late stage capitalism is trash. Sorry, it is what it is.
Slowly, you got me falling, girl, you got this crazy.
We got another Colombian artist in the chat.
One of a kind, she dies so fine. I love you.
We listen to everything in here. That's always been the point.
Need you honestly.
I want to hear everything across all genres. And also on the distro side, I want representation. I want to show people that all types of people make music. You know what I'm saying? This is a nice R&B dancehall vibe. Louis LG on Instagram. I do think that the bass is a little bit loud. That's maybe the thing that I would say off rip. Bassline is a little overpowering some of the other instrumental elements off rip. Like, I want to hear that guitar come through a little bit more, right? And then I also think for it to be truly dancehall inspired, the drum pad needs to be slightly different than it is right now. This is more like island pop vibes to me than like dancehall. I low-key think it should be maybe slightly faster as well. Maybe that's just me. Let us know what you think in the chat. But to me, I would love to hear that be slightly quicker. Yeah, I will say, Emily, I think that's the thing. I want these streams to be more representative of all styles of music. But I know there's obviously a style and type of music that a lot of the streamers push and their fans like. I don't care. Vocal feels really good. Melodies are really good. Songwriting's pretty solid. It's mostly the mix for me. And then I think production-wise, it's maybe not doing as much for me with the pacing that it's currently at. That could just be me, though. Louis LG on Instagram. I do actually like the mix on it. On the vocals, at least. The vocal mix is really nice. It's the instrumental mix for me that feels a little off. As always, though, let us know what you think in the chat. It helps to know what you guys think as well. Johnson says, I think my writing needs some improvement, but the main thing is the beat isn't really given time to breathe. That's totally fair. The writing does need some work. I do think the tough part with like this like pop R&B space is that it's very difficult to like toe the line of having a great song and having a song that feels really commercial, that doesn't dip into sometimes maybe being slightly cliche. So I will say that's something that I kind of give a little bit of grace to, I think, with this genre specifically, because it is hard. And I do think that like you'll hear that with a lot of R&B, like kind of like R&B dance hall mixtures, is that sometimes it's a little bit tough to make it like a really, really great song. That being said, I didn't think there was anything so egregiously bad about the writing that it stood out as being like, but I do think that one of the things for me, yeah, it's hard to write in that genre in general, but I think the pacing of the beat is one reason why it's so hard. Because if you lean a little quicker, I think in the dance hall space, it turns into more of a dancey song. It's more of an up-tempo vibe. People will dance to it. When you get into that lower, like slower dance hall R&B mixture vibe, like I feel like in general, that is where I get lost on music in that space, because it has to by nature lean a little bit more like pop and like island pop, kind of like, you know, when everybody was making like island house shit, like that's the tempo that sits in, and it's not my favorite tempo in general. So I will say that like for on a personal level, maybe not my favorite for that reasoning, that it's just a bit slow. I think a lot of the dancehall shit that I've really enjoyed is either way more predominantly reggae leaning, so like the slower Sean Paul shit, like I'm Still in Love with You, that's way more of just like a classic reggae slowed down song with maybe some dancehall elements in the vocal. But then it's either that or it's like some Movado type shit where it's like really up tempo, really fast paced, maybe a little aggressive in the vocal. So I feel like for that one, it was maybe too in between both of those things and didn't quite lean one way enough. I think if it had leaned more pop, I probably would have just looked at it as a pop song. If it had leaned more dancehall, I would have looked at it as a dancehall song. But with it being in between both, I think it's a little bit harder to find the place for it, at least in my palette, right? Like, and again, this is just my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. Expectations demo, Mayu Nagi up next. This was a fresh one, literally cooked up last night. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm a big fan of this artist in general, so I'm gonna update the wheel in a second, don't worry. Ooh. I mean, for a first demo, like, it's got a real nice feeling to the vocals, sound good immediately. Tyler Trinata is a great comparison. We love Maya Unagi in here as well. Maya Unagi on Instagram, make sure you go follow. She's actually just such a talented composer and producer and songwriter. Again, look, we're very pro female producer in here. Make sure you go follow. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. I'm looking forward to hopefully more content from Maya this year, more music from Maya this year. But just know that I'm a big fan of everything she has out. She's really only got a couple songs out right now. Both of them are worth listening to. All right? We got another skip. Maya, you know I'm a fan already. I can't wait to hear more from you this year. Amira, you were in the queue and you got lucky this time, so you're getting bumped up. If we can just bump that to the top. Bop. I hit the button, but I don't think it's at the top yet. More coming, been laying low. I know. I hope you're staying safe out there too. But just know we're excited. I'm excited to hear more from you when it does come. And I just can't wait, to be honest. So, where are we at? Did I not bump this up? Where did it go? Amira, there it is. Okay. Amira, go. Super rough. Demo outline. Let us know what you think in the chat. One of my first ideas made on BandLab. Hey, shout out to BandLab. I do like this. You don't need as much reverb delay on your vocal as you think. It's there on BandLab, but I think when you retrack this and you do it like in Logic or wherever you do it, just don't put as much. You don't need as much as you think. Or put it, you know, bust it so that's in the background and it's there and on the vocal, but maybe not as present. Love the vocal though. Love the melody choices. I've already said if you send me UK Garage type shit, I'm probably going to enjoy it. Amira Heiss on Instagram. I hope you're doing okay in LA as well. I know you moved out there recently, right? Yeah, this one's really heavy. This one's fun. This will be my first one with heavy auto-tune. It sounds really good on your voice. It does smooth out the vocals a touch. You know what I mean? Got to evacuate. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope all of your stuff is okay and your home is okay. Overall, though, just glad you're safe more than anything. Gonna perform this in my breaking sound set. That's sick. They'll like this one out there for sure. Yeah, I do really like this. I mean, quite honestly, like UK Garage, good vocal, good female vocal, that combination of things is kind of a bit of a cheat code for me. I feel like more often than not, I really end up enjoying those songs a lot. I'd love to hear a little bit more variation in the production. I think like when you get into that final like arrangement mode, if there's ways for you to cut out elements and just kind of bring a little bit more dynamic range in the production, I think that's the thing that I would work on a little bit more. Without that, I think the song itself is pretty solid. The vocal's pretty solid. Again, love the production style and like the way that it sounds and feels overall. But I think more than anything, like the one thing that I think could take it to the next level is just a little bit more variation in the production once you get into that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get to TK. We're going to do another free bump from the submission form. Maybe we don't get to the free section tonight, but we'll still try and get a couple, if not anything else, all right? All right, Jacques Poisseguian, Cold Outside. Let us know what you think in the chat. Ooh, yeah, like a repetitive hook is not a bad idea at all. Yeah, this is really nice from Jacques already, off rip. I like this one. Jacques Poisseguian. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is very good. My girl got a 3-hour delay on a flight and wanted a track tweaked it to be a little more universal. I love that. Poisseguian. I love that I'm saying it right. JJ London said this is good as fuck. It's great pop music. We need more content on Instagram, but go follow Jacques Poisseguian. It's a very good song. Edouard's really enjoying this, just so you know. he's thoroughly enjoying your music right now. This is one of those songs that you hear in like Love Island or something. That bud's hitting. Yeah, Mick, you're not wrong. Edward's last 4 messages is, yes, I love this. It's cold outside. DJ Hannah's Espadrilles. We've got 45 overall submissions in the queue, but in the priority queue, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right now. W song. Yeah, I enjoyed that, truly. Really beautifully done. It's cute. Like, it's cute. I don't know how to, like, I don't want to just call it cute, but it's cute. It's got like a nice vibe to it. It's an easy listen. You low-key can feel the love in it, which is, I think, a really nice thing. It's okay, DJ Heinous Espadrilles. We're back on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And make sure you hit us on Kayvan's house, because I just posted a songs from the comments content piece today, so I'll be listening to the songs you guys leave me in the comments, all right? JJ London says cover art scaring me. What is that? What is that? It looks like some sort of rock monster, some lava monster or something. No, I really like this song. Overall, very, very good job. Cold Outside, Jacques. It is actually him. It's not Jacques Passegian. It is Jacques Passegian. It's the rock baby from Neverending Story. I've actually never watched Neverending Story. Fun random fact about me. That is one that I've just never sat down and actually tried to watch. Edouard, sorry, freestyle up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. His message just says, hello, friend. And then, yeah, W, yes, from Edouard. Bro's too lit over there. All right, man. Bit of a quiet intro. Slightly quiet intro. I actually think you should maybe just start from where the tag comes in. Personally. How can you watch the whole thing if it doesn't end? I'm dead. That's fucking hilarious.
You don't even know my name, I go by multiple.
It does in fact end.
That's a fact. Spoil my girl as she the queen per usual. I just wanna know
Edouard made this an hour ago.
Just gotta be suitable on the mic cause I can myself delusional. I know I
Is it? Oh fuck, sorry. My bad, my bad. So I really like the delivery. I really like the melody. Lyrically, you could use a little bit of work on this, I think, just to get that more consistent rhyme scheme going. I think this is feedback that I've given you before, to be honest. I like the flow too, but I think like just work on editing some of the words and the lines to just make it flow a little bit more. It definitely gives me Killy vibes a little bit, if you guys remember Killy. Have I seen Labyrinth? I actually haven't seen Labyrinth either. I'm a big fantasy sci-fi fan too. I just have never watched Labyrinth for some reason. I know. I'm dumb. I'm sorry, guys. There's plenty of movies I have seen for what it's worth. Those are the only two I haven't. Princess Bride? One of my favorites when I was a kid. I feel like it's the same kind of vibe too, you know what I mean? So there are things I like about this. I like the production style. I like the vocal delivery, and I like the I have seen Gattaca. That I have seen. But I think for me it's the writing still. Hey, you hold me so offended. David Bowie is so cool in that movie. I need to watch it. It is on the list of things that I want to watch, especially because they rebooted and did the Labyrinth show as well. Or was the Neverending? They did some sort of reboot of one of those on Netflix, and I wanted to watch it, so I'll do it. But yeah, okay. So for me, haven't made music in a year. That's totally fine. Production-wise, it's great. Mix-wise, it's really good. Flow-wise, it's really good. Like rhythmically, the way that you're actually delivering everything sounds great. Melodically, I enjoy it too. The thing that I would work on is just the writing style. So it's more like, I don't know. It needs to be a little bit more fluid, I think, in the actual like bar to bar kind of back to back thing you're doing. At times, it just gets a little bit off. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's the only thing. And if that's the way that you want to be, that's totally fine. Don't feel like you have to do it for me. But I do think, like, for me, that's maybe the thing that catches my eye when I'm listening is just like, like, I wish it was easier to get into the flow a little bit more. It was the Dark Crystal. That's what it was. EDUXRRR on Instagram. I will say, though, just keep going, bro, because, like, you are doing a good job overall of the stuff that you're delivering in general. I'm just noticing this now, Mick, but it does feel like there's, like, a bug happening where, like, I'll say yes to something and then the next song after the next one will get bumped up. I don't know if you've noticed that. That might be a thing for you. Late Night TK up next. And then we'll do that.
When you want to feel good,
we'll do When the World Ends.
You don't go here.
I don't go to Crunch Fitness anymore because the last time I went to Crunch Fitness, I worked out too hard and I passed out in the locker room and cracked my head open. So it's too embarrassing for me to go back there. Please don't give me any more ads for Crunch Fitness Greenpoint. Thank you, YouTube. I will not be going. That's a fun story time for you guys. This is TK with Late Night. I love this video and feeling of this song already. Yeah, I just did too much and I straight up passed out, cracked my head open on the locker room floor, had to, like, some dude had to get out of the shower and, like, check on me. It was so embarrassing. I haven't been back since. Thank you. Gotta stay hydrated. Damn, this is tough. Run the welder on Instagram. Bro, this shit is cool as fuck. Yeah, my head crunched against the fucking ground is what happened. I still have a scar, like, right here on my eyebrow. I had to get stitches. I literally had to get stitches, guys. No, it was actually, like, it's hilarious looking back and thinking back on it, to be honest with you. An even funnier part about that story is that the guy who came out of the shower to check on me and make sure I was okay was like this like supermodel-esque guy who then had to go find my wife who was at the gym and tell her that I had passed out. So she was like, yeah, this like big, like really handsome dude just like walked up to me and started talking to me, and I was like, what's going on? And then I was so thankful. 4 or 5 months later, that guy was at my fucking barbershop, and it turned out that he knew all of my barbers at this barbershop, and we had like a really nice moment of like reconnecting. And I was like, yo, bro, I just wanted to say thank you again so much for just being like a genuinely good human being and making sure I was okay while I was bleeding all over the floor of this locker room in a Crunch Fitness. What a hilarious, crazy turn of events. Like, I just never would have expected that so far after the fact where this has happened, this dude just was just there. New York is too small. It's so embarrassing to this day, but yo, this shit is so funny. It's like a hilarious bit of lore about my life. All right, Ryan Cole, Ryan Cole, When the World Ends up next. We'll do another free bump from the submission form. Or actually, you know what? Fuck that. We're going to push through. There's like 6 more songs, 5 more priority skips left. We'll go through all the priority skips and then we'll try and get some free ones from the submission form, okay? When the World Ends, Ryan Cole up next. Oh, man, I can't believe I just shared that story with you guys. I've got amazing, embarrassing lore stories about my life. I loved the song, too. We followed the artist. I actually need to go make sure that I actually save that on Spotify as well. Ooh. This one's got a really, really nice, like, production style to it already.
Baby, I want you with me when the world
Oh. Whoa. Nice. Yeah, TK, I had to go save that one, bro. That's going in the playlist. You can submit again. Brother. Let us know what you think in the chat. This one's fun. Songwriting could use a little bit of work at times. Production is wonderful. Guitar tone, top tier. Ryan Cole Productions on Instagram. There's like maybe a moment or two in the chorus, I think, just lyrically. Oh, but I love the way it feels. Like, production-wise, when you get to the chorus, it's perfect. The arrangement is perfect. This is the first single off of his new album. At Ryan Cole Productions. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with this. Little percussions will remind me of Sexy Back. Oh, that's a nice detail right there. I will sonically, this is a super pleasing produced song. There's so many really nice details in the production.
Baby, I want you with me when the world ends.
Yeah, this one's really cool, man. This part's crazy. Whole song W. Yeah, there's like maybe a line here or there that I was like, that could be a little bit stronger, but I would playlist this regardless, and definitely from a production standpoint, this is a very, very impressive song. The details in the production, like these little moments, these little sonic things that just catch your ear, are so nice. There's just something so good about them. Great job at Ryan Cole Productions. Make sure you go follow. We got another one from Young Exile up next. This is LA Track Star, something less industrial. I think you'll fuck with this one. All right, I'm gonna look LA Track Star, Young Exile, Genius, because I do kind of want to see it.
And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh. End of the World songs are definitely starting to feel real. Great job on the self-production, bro. You killed it. All right, here we go, lyrics. When I'm on back, so when I'm on back, smoking that gas, up in that gas. You guys see the lyrics? There you go. Very Suicide Boys on this one. That's a bar right there, bro. Hell yeah. These are the immigrant bars I need in my life, bro. Take all my funds, say that hey dealer, but take all my drugs. Fucking with me, bitch, I'm up in a gun. Summer's coming, bitch, I'm running like track, sweat on my back. This is hard. This one's going in the playlist. Low-key, these bars are hard as shit, bro. Cause I see the truth of reality, packing off families, talking about stealing your jobs, fucking my culture and state of living, never made a kill until I'm killing you all, is a crazy 4-bar run, bro. I love this. One immigrant to another. Fuck yeah, bro. Say it. Get that shit off your chest. Say it with your chest. I liked that. I enjoyed that a lot. Snow Asta, The Road, Omni, Disciple. Let us know what you think in the chat. Shit's hard, bro. Young Exile. You got it.
I found the road that leads to the sun. It's been hiding from all
What did I say?
of the things that I've done.
Oh, it's Disciple? It says Discipline. Am I wrong? Bruh, just keep it up, man. Those lyrics are gonna reach people. I was saying this to someone the other day. Music is gonna be a refuge for a lot of us in the next 4 years. These both come out tonight. I really love the artwork on this is nice. I really love the structure of this song, and I do really like the vocal too. There's still something about the tone of the vocal that I feel like you need to work out a little bit more. I actually think maybe you just layer your vocal the whole time, because when you layer it with this like higher octave and the lower octave, it's really nice. I think when it's just one vocal on its own, it still feels a little like there's still something that feels a little off about it. But once you get into here and you like start layering stuff, it sounds so perfect. Hey, Dad. How you doing? That octave jump is crazy. Production is exceptional, bro. Like, I'm gonna say this about you every time. Like, the way that you structure songs is so nice. The Bon Iver vocal chain would go hard on this, says Emily ruining things. That might not be a bad idea. Thank God Kyle says it sounds so nostalgic. It's close to emo for sure, which I really enjoy personally. The strings are so nice. Yeah, the strings are so nice. I actually love the strings. a good arrangement.
I realized I don't love anyone more in the whole wide world. I can't find a good excuse to self-denigrate. But my whole life is a habit that's so hard to break.
Great composition, bro. Really, really great composition. Has the stream crashed for anybody else?
Even though I know that I can lose my way. 'Cause if I'm gonna fly,
Okay, so the build, one of the best things about this song is actually the build from start to this moment right here. I think at the beginning, the vocal still didn't quite have me locked in. But you get to these moments here, bro, and it is so good. Amira says, wish I had this when I was crying at Duncan. I'm sorry you were crying at Duncan earlier. Really cool. Like, sometimes you gotta cry. I've cried in the street before, so it is what it is. Thank God, as Kyle said, I could see this playing in the background of a Barnes & Noble. That's so specific. That's such a specific place. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like that sometimes. Grief's one of those things that'll just hit you out of nowhere and you can't do anything about it. I totally get it. This ending is sick. More so than Barnes & Noble, this is like NPR music. This is the shit that like NPR kids really love. Yeah, this comes out tonight, as does Omni, Call It Disciple, which is this one. Which I'm gonna skip a little bit into because I do kind of... Ooh. This one's even better, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This one, you've got the vocal tone dialed in on this one. So, I would suggest, in the future, taking note from what you did vocally on this song and maybe applying that to your other vocal tone, like the way that you sang vocally on other things, because this one sounds great. I don't know what you did on this one, but something about this one just it fits. Young Exile said, heavily influenced by sound with Denzel Curry and the Boys. That makes sense. I hear that. I think, you know, you align with that audience as well, because I could see a lot of them liking it. am.snow.astra on Instagram for that last one. Thank God it's Kyle. Fuck it, I just want to ball. Fuck it, I just want to ball. Sorry, I cannot speak today. Produced by Memento. This one is our next one tonight. We got a couple more priority subscriber submissions before we get into the free bumps from the chat. So just stick around with us and we'll try and get a bunch of free ones done before the end of stream tonight, okay?
Say sayonara, the fucks I have, there's none at all. I want the world, I want it all. Fuck it, I just
this one's also got a little bit of
I just wanna ball. Fuck it, I just wanna ball. Fuck it, I just wanna ball.
I'll say the first thing that I hear about this one, timing of delivery is slightly off. I really like the saxophone on it. I do wish the timing was a little bit more on beat. That's about it. Like getting sayonara in this, like syllabically, is maybe a little bit much. So I would just think about how you work that in there. Reminds me of Puya, says Ray Trey. That's who I was thinking of as well. It's like someone in that space. Not quite Suicide Boys, but it's definitely that Florida sound. Reminds me of Corwin a little bit. Edward says the horn's loud. Horns always come through a bit loud. It is a bit loud. I kind of like the delivery style, but I will say the biggest thing for me here is definitely the timing of the delivery.
I woke up feeling so blessed. I woke up without no stress. Counting money, millions. Fucking, I want billions. What's more than a trillion? I don't know, but I'll get it quick when I make.
Thank God it's Kyle on Instagram. If you are rocking with us, make sure you go follow.
fentanyl. Take a dose of cyanide.
With a dash of Tyler Josephs as a mirror.
I want the world, I want it all. Fuck it, I just want it.
Chorus is pretty solid.
I just want a ball.
I think it's the verses that need a little bit more work.
Fuck it, I just want a ball.
All right, we got Hawk Tua up next from JJ London. Fuck, goddamn it. Can't believe I just had to say Hawk Tua on fucking stream, guys. But I did. Produced by Butch, the producer, and Don Oscar. This is I Love London. Let us know what you think in the chat. I love the way it started, for what it's worth. This is actually dumb hard. This is actually dumb hard. Some sexy drill. I hate the song called Hawk 2 is this good. It's pretty fucking good. This is like pretty much a immediate save. Bruh! Man, the way that you flipped Hawk Tour into Talk Tour, come on! You get props for that. Creative. Well done. Where are you from? Are you from New York? This got like New York shit written all over it, to be honest. Massachusetts, Big Mass in the building. I love the little vocal sample thing in the production. It's very good, bro. You did a great job on this. I'm into it. Bro, I'm going insane. You're gonna have me fucking saying Hawk Tour all the time now. I arguably like it more than the meme. Hold on, I gotta close the door real quick. Very good. Great job. Great job. We're gonna go follow you. I Love London on Instagram. Yeah, I'm curious to know how the song came about too. Like, how'd you come up with the idea? It's good. We've got like 13 minutes left. Sazerac and Nola up next. Eddie Mick. That's our guy. Mick Mason in the chat. Founder of Nero. Also a musician. This is how he originally got into the community. Randomly started on a Discord song with the boys. That's fucking hilarious, bro. Props to you and the boys. This is Sazerac and Nola.
I'm singing Sazerac and Nola. The green to my thumb like
it's Yoda. You actually have a really nice rap voice, bro. It's very blog era rap in like the best way. To be fair, you remind me of Mac, I think, in your delivery style and your vocal tone. And also this production is very like blog era Mac Miller type sound, which I'm a fan of personally, so I can't say that this doesn't speak to me. Don Boots, I'm glad you think so. We exclusively play dope music in here. Short, easy, we love a freestyle. The one thing I would say to you, Eddie, is like for music like this, man, a little visual, like literally that backpack rap, self-shot, self-edited music videos type stuff that the Mac really made famous is like perfect for this. So even if you were out just like, you know, doing a hike or whatever, taking like a little video, I think that would help really get the point across. Obviously, I know you're busy with Nero right now and you got shit going on, but if you were getting back into doing that, that's maybe one of the things I would suggest is just starting to get a little visual in there with it too. We got two more. Lost by Alvaro in the Void, and then we'll do like 10 minutes of free bumps from the chat.
Welcome to Peloton, where you stand.
Nah, I'm not buying Peloton. Sorry, guys. It's too expensive. What advice do you have for starting a Twitch channel? Watch a bunch of YouTube videos on how to set it up. That's probably the best advice I can give off rip. But figure out what you want to do. Like, treat it like a TV channel. Like, what type of shows do you want to do? What type of series do you want to do? And then just figure out how to build it out. But YouTube was a really, really big resource for me in building my stream in the first place. Ooh, Alvaro. No socials on this one. This is pretty cool. No socials, unfortunately, from Alvaro. Slight tuning needed on the vocal, ever so slight, just to smooth out some moments, but overall, I kind of really like this direction for a song. I think where it gets a little messy is in the vibrato. That's about it. And I say this a lot to a lot of vocalists. Recording a vibrato never translates the same way as it does live. So I tend to avoid recording vibrato at all and just trying to record a really flat, static vocal. Stop being mysterious, yeah. 2025, don't be a mysterious artist. It doesn't work. Especially when the music's so solid, too. Like, you easily could be sharing this on social. I think people would like it. Music with Carla, what's going on? We got like 10 minutes left on Twitch if you want to come hang out. Eddie, I got the free bump section, so don't worry about it either. Yeah, Louis, bro, keep going, bro. All right, so we've technically got 14 minutes left on my clock, all right? So I'm going to explain to you how the next 14 minutes is going to go before we go on a raid. If you guys are in the chat, right? So this section of the stream, usually the last like 30 minutes of the stream, we try and do as many free bumps from the chat as possible to get you guys into the queue. It does seem like I have more paid skips in one side than I do on the other side, though. So I don't know if that's right. If you could maybe just let me know, Eddie. That's maybe the one thing I do need your help with, is if this queue right here is still actively paid skips, because it doesn't show up on my other one. So, all right. Anyway, next section. While we're listening to this, if you're in the chat, let me know what your artist name is in the chat right now. I'll start putting you guys into the skip queue. We'll go in more of a rapid fire mode, so we're going to listen to about 60 seconds of each song. So if you are in the chat, put it in there. We'll bump you up into the priority queue. We'll listen to your music, but we'll just do it in more of a quick rapid fire mode while we're listening to this one as well. So I'm going to play this song by Edouard called The Void, and in the meantime, I'm going to start making this other queue. So let us know what you think in the chat. Give me a second to catch up with you guys. But for the rest of the stream, we'll just do free bumps from the submission form. Though if you are somebody who paid for a skip and you didn't get it, please let me know, because I want to make sure that we get it if you did, all right? And that I'm not on the wrong thing.
I've been losing myself all night. I cannot sleep, all of my nightmare creep. Don't know how I keep myself sane. I've been stuck with this pain.
I might have been on the wrong one.
I've been falling too deep into the void. Falling asleep, I cannot avoid you. I keep falling for you, I cannot lose you. Falling in love is illusion to my mind. It's illusion to my mind.
I like this one more, Edouard. I was on the wrong one. Yeah, my bad. I don't see a Charlie Noir submission in here. Unless it's just this Don aka Boots one. That's probably it, right? Ooh. Alright, if you're in the chat, let me know your artist name in the chat. We'll bump people up for free for the rest of the stream. We've only got a couple right now, but if you have more, feel free to send that in and just let us know your artist name. EDUXRRR on Instagram. If you're rocking with this one, make sure you go follow. We might have lost some people, but that's what it is. This one feels a little bit better, Edouard. I gotta be honest. This one definitely feels a little bit better. All you can eat music says this is a smooth vibe. I like this. Yeah, of the two you sent in, this one hits a little bit heavier, I think. I don't really know what the difference is between them both, but like to me, this style maybe fits your vocal a little bit more and your writing style. So I would lean into it a little bit more. All right. Like I said, we're going to get into our free bumps for the rest of the stream. So if you are here in the chat, we got like 9 minutes left. We're going to try and get as many of these free ones as possible. 60 seconds of each song. But if you have a song in there you want me to bump up, let me know in the chat. This is You Deserve by Acacia Markel. So we're going to start with that. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm going to see if there's anybody I really want to get up here too, just based off of what I see. I know Slater's in the chat, so I'm going to get his. Oh. 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 I don't see any of those in the submissions. Literally, Louis LG, not one of those people is in the submission, so make sure you put it in the submission form. This is an immediate yes for me, too. I really like this one a lot. Strange Roots on Instagram. I think this is the second song that we've listened to from Acacia so far. Really great. Lots of potential here. Love the string arrangement as well. Really, really good work. Low-key reminds me of Keisha Cole a little bit. Like, this definitely like reminds me of some like older R&B music. But really good job overall. The vocals sounded really nice, and just like the melody choices were really good. I'd love to hear more vocal layering. That's maybe the only thing. More harmonies, just to really like give it that 2000s, late 90s R&B feel a little bit more. But overall, really great job. Charlie Noir, Blanco Tequila Soda up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. You are going to get more of an Afrobeat dancehall vibe on this one, I think. Unreleased. This is part of his Noir R&B project dropping on Valentine's Day. Ooh, I love the way this production came in. I see it, Amir. Great bounce on this already. I love the production style. I like there's so much space for the vocal to really like cut through. It's not all production, which I feel like with R&B these days, like you get a lot more production than you get like vocal. So I like that the vocal could shine through on this one a little bit more. Charlie Noir, 2 Eyes on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. My heart not hollow, but I'll carve it out myself. I don't care where water is, I'm trying to find myself. Side cup, run it over. Blanco tequila soda. My heart not hollow, but I'll carve it out myself. So I actually really like that one. That was definitely a standout Charlie Noir song as well. So I'm excited to hear more of the Noir R&B project. Charlie Noir on Instagram, 2 Eyes. Make sure you follow if you're rocking with that as well. We got, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, let me go find it really quickly because that was another bump that I just skipped by accident. Where'd it go? Where did it go? It was this one, Silver Lining D-Bells. That was not it. Where did you go? Where did you go? Was that it? Might have lost it, guys. I can use search too. Oh, thank God. D-Bells. Not So Bad? That's the one. Is that not the one that I just skipped by accident?
Yeah, who was the first to risk it all when we was under siege? These are these medals for the F's and the scars that bleed.
This one's the right one. I don't know if I skipped that. I might have skipped something else by accident.
Not too many still around, it ain't hard to see. Who was the first to risk it all when we was under siege?
It was Jay McDouble. Sorry, Jay McDouble. I'm gonna put you back in there.
Gave my all, just expecting you to follow me. Not too many still around, it ain't hard to see. It's not so bad until you count up all the shells we spent.
This is the second one right now. I don't know if I like the production on this one quite as much. The piano part's hitting. It's maybe the drum pattern I'm not so crazy about. But it's not that bad. Bro, you got a really interesting take on this. Like, this reminds me of Mozzie Says DJ Soul. It is different. You're rocking with this Scuba Squad D Bells on Instagram. You definitely got an interesting sound, bro. I'm like definitely curious to hear more from you and just also see kind of like what else you make. Honestly, like, it's been interesting. It's like a very diverse sound from both of those songs, but also very distinct. Onek, Just Breathe, Najee, J McDouble. Let us know what you think in the chat. You got 2 minutes, then I'm gonna take you on a raid to another music streamer on Twitch. So stick around. I'll take you somewhere else. You can send you music as well. This is tough. 1KIIZ on Instagram. So did you produce this, J McDouble, or are you the artist on this? Either way, it's hard. Just curious. Mozzie is the man. I fuck with Mozzie.
Just tell me what you need.
Manager? Yeah, this shit is tough, bro. I like this.
They say what you cast. All these demons in my body, I can't take it back.
I love this sound. This is like guilty pleasure music for me. I always enjoy stuff in this space. I was a big YNW Melly fan, so this reminds me of Melly a little bit. Reminds me of Thug a little bit. It's almost like the perfect in between of both. I like this though. That's all we get this time around, but fuck with it, man. 1KIZ, 1KIIZ on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. DJ Stat was cracking, bro. We're about to be done in a second. I've got like 2 more songs left, and then we're gonna go on a raid. Pray for Peace, Josh Hernandez, Joy Boy, and Mark the Prophet. Let us know what you think in the chat. Just released this track on Friday with Joy Boy and Mark the Prophet. I wish you'd put this in my release calendar, but you didn't. Why would you not? Slate a Cult. Man, I've been good. I can't complain. Just hitting work back like hard, bro. It's the beginning of the year. So looking at things to sign, working on a couple offers and deals that I have out now, and trying to really get everything scheduled for the year. For the clients that we still have from last year too. So looking to kind of continue working with a bunch of people, but looking to also add a couple new people to the roster that I'm excited about. Can you send us actual socials, seeing as this doesn't work? I don't know what's happening with that, but... Tukes Kusha, thanks for the follow. I actually like the song. It's super interesting. What's been asked this year? It hasn't been too bad. It's just been... I'm tired, bro. Like, we just started. I'm kind of like... I've just been, like, doing a lot. We've got a lot of guests. Like, I'm just... Take a nap. But really exciting stuff on the Kayvan's House side of things, like really building out the team on Discord this year, building out more content on the Kayvan's House page on Instagram. We've been dropping interviews on the YouTube channel, so really trying to figure out more ways to just do more for the community and bring more back to the independent artists that, you know, send their music in all the time. So keep your eyes out for all that stuff, and definitely go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram too. Production on this is really cool. Why the fuck I care about these niggas on the same shit? These niggas talk like they made it outrageous. These bitches talk to me like I'm their favorite. I think some of the delivery on that could be maybe improved on a little bit, but I think that's just, it's like the stylistic like delivery from the artist, so it's not tonally like it could maybe get a little bit better, I think, from the rappers on there, but I think the production was really fire. So I did really like it. Nishay Iman, if you're there, I've heard this artist before actually, and I've enjoyed the music that I've heard in the past too. So if you want to check this out, if you want to go follow, make sure you get in there. Let's pull up the socials as well. Hey. Nishay Iman. I don't know if I'm saying that right now. Maybe it's just Shay Iman. But the music is fire. Yeah, I've definitely heard her and seen her around on like some of my friends' like playlists and platforms, and everything that I've heard so far has really stood out. So this one's an easy save. Thank you for sending it in. All right, guys, another amazing stream. Thank you so much for those who sent in music. Shout out to our new finalists for the free consultation giveaway, New Saint and Soul Tide. We're back on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, so just make sure you keep up with us on Discord and on the Kayvan's House page. Let's figure out who we're going to go raid right now. Thank you to everybody who sent music in today. If we didn't play you today, just know you can still go submit on the Kayvan's House page for the free or for all the other free playlists. So songs you found in the comments. Our community playlist is going to open back up again soon as well. So just stay tapped in, guys. There's going to be more opportunities for you, more ways that you can get your music heard, playlisted, and have content made about it as well. But we're done for the night. We're going to go hit this raid. Who is on right now? I see none of my friends online. Big Sexy Des is playing Fortnite. Codeezy's playing games. This song is so tough. Oh my god. Kaylin's doing feedback. Damn, this is a really great song, guys. Alright, you know what, guys? I don't see any of the homies on, so we're not going to hit a raid tonight. Sorry. It knows what it is. VOD's going up on YouTube right after I get done with stream today. And like I said, we'll be updating the new music through this playlist in the morning, so make sure you get your new releases in the release calendar as well. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your night. I'm going to let this play us out. We'll go into the community playlist a little bit. But have a good one. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Bye.
Bad bitches to the center. Vegetable for dinner. Smoking on no average. Hit it till the stinger. Ghosting, I be ghosting, never joking on your nerves.
Shout out to all the new followers, everybody who came in new today. Like, we appreciate you guys, of course, always. And I can't wait to hear more of your music in the future. Have a great rest of your night. This song is #1 in our top 50 of 2024, found on Twitch Songs. It's actually Mia Gladstone with 222 The Center acoustic. So you're going to see this one posted next week as well. Have a great weekend. Peace.